sort of positioning itself underneath, and like the bridge of the ship is like a glass dome for a big part of it. Like there's two sort of like large ocular glass windows, right? So you can like look up and you can see that the ship is right, or the Marpenoth is right beneath the heartbreak, and it kind of like just sort of like drifts up, and you can feel it sort of attached to something, and there's kind of a lurch, and then it's explained to you that the Marpenoth is now docked with the heartbreak. If you go back the way you came, since there's only really one way in this without getting wet, a ladder should have descended, allowing you to go back up. And that's easy enough to do. For all intents and purposes, you are given a choice at this junction. Lorella, Middenpump, and the gnomes are grateful. For all intents and purposes, you have rescued them. You can take the two vessels for. Hey, welcome back. You can take the two vessels for yourself. The gnomes understand that you went through a great deal of trouble, right? And they operate on a sort of contract or freelance basis, depending on their situation, meaning that they're always looking for employment. They could be employed by you, and you are like kind of well within your rights to claim ownership of these two vessels. That does make these gnomes your responsibility. But you also have access to a galley and a submarine. Or you can give ownership to Lorella, which means limited access, but you won't need to find a way to pay and support these gnomes as the crew of your ship. And they will be grateful and owe you a favor, perhaps multiple, and you might get a different reward somewhere down the line. You do not need to make this decision right away. But it is something to consider.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Personally, I think it's cool, but I don't see what it would do.
Was I muted?
No.
No.
Okay.
You were good.
But yeah, I can see like it'd be cool, but I don't actually see what we would use them for.
Well, I know there's the meta answer, and then there's the normal answer. The metagame answer is we let them loose and free because we can't use this with our main characters.
Yet.
Yes, that is correct.
It takes 6 to crew in between our hirelings and our mains. We've got a crew.
I'm happy. I'm happy with anything.
I
I
think
mean, what? Go ahead.
I think we should just. I don't think we need it. It's with even not metagaming. Like it is. What would we do with it? Nothing. And I highly doubt that our hirers would need to use this anyway. So we could let bygones be bygones and just go our merry ways.
Alternatively, we could, you know, like it could be a business.
That's what I was thinking too.
They ship stuff around for us, goods and whatnot. We take a portion and they take a portion.
We could become honest smugglers. Or just smugglers.
What's the cost to employ him or to pay him or whatever?
$50 gold.
The maintenance of the ship and their wages comes out to 100 gold a month, roughly, give or take.
Well, that's lower than I thought it was going to be. I mean, equal shares. There's 5 of us. That's 20 gold a month.
It sounds
But-
like chump change.
But with the potential to make us money if we do turn it into a business. Not that I care about these things because I'm a druid and not Hargrim. So
I mean, this would be a lucrative deal for. Oh, wait, this is. And you see Glade kind of having a moment of crisis as I don't think he is as he's talking as Madame Rouge, but he looks like Steve the
Steve
sailor.
the fire.
And you kind of see. Oh no, I guess he is in his. Is he? I don't know.
Where are you?
Where is Glade? Where are we?
on the map.
I'm the map.
Oh, here we go.
There we
There's
go.
Steve.
Yeah, you see Steve begin to sound like Madame Rouge, and as he realizes it, there's kind of a his face goes white like, oh, well, I mean, this would be quite a lucrative deal there, mates. It just would we could do underwater sea tours, get a little coin off the top if you know what I mean. No big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, is there like a cool like coral reefs nearby?
Yeah.
Coral.
Yeah, we could do like tours. I like that. For rich people or whatever.
To make sure it's not piloted by a Mad Catz controller. Underwater sex tours. Madame Rouge's aqua adventure.
That is where I was gonna go with it, and then I realized that we're a pirate still, so we had to quickly re-rail the train.
Instead of a mile high club, it's a mile low club.
Exactly.
Hey.
Look.
It's just the mile club.
Underwater banging. Yes.
Wouldn't that be a league?
Bubbles isn't the only thing
I
being blown down here.
I was
Oh.
trying to make like a league or a not joke, but nothing was coming to mind.
Yeah, 20,000 leagues under the sea. That's a lot of leagues, though. Yeah, I'm sure the gnomes would be very happy to pilot a sex submarine for us.
Honestly, we don't really care as long as we get paid and we stop getting into situations where we see people die.
Sex marine, yes.
A nautical league is a lot more than I thought it was. All right, you know what?
I'm
For-
down trying it.
For 20 gold a month split between us, that seems like the opportunities outweigh the negatives.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know what the opportunities are, but it seems like we're gonna have an underwater brothel.
I think whoever came up with that idea is a genius.
Right you are, Steve. Right you are. Is Steve joining our party now? Or
Oh no, I'm just along for the ride. I'll probably work here in the brothel.
gotcha.
Be the doorman or something.
That makes sense. We do need that. Yeah. Keep an eye on. You know what? We could hire Steve to watch the gnomes.
Actually, we should keep the submarine because Jimmy is a pirate, isn't he? So he'd be very upset if we sold it.
That's fair.
Actually, that does remind me. I'm pretty sure Jekt explicitly stated that if nobody else had any plans for it, he did want the Heartbreaker as his new pirate ship.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-for-1, a business and the swells. We have to rename the ship to the swells, though.
Swells. We'll have the top deck in the ship be like an international water casino kind of dealio, and then below can be the VIP brothel meeting area.
Casino and brothel, all in one.
Totally not ripping off one of Teddy's ideas that I was in.
There are 4 bedrooms on this submarine, so it's completely viable. Kitchen.
The rooms for like poles and whatnot,
That's what this giant common space is for.
or a stage.
Yeah,
Well, we're talking about sub. You know, the sub's got to be the sexton. Well, not a dungeon.
Are both of these parts not the sub? And it's just like one's layer, and then this is like this.
Oh, is that the other? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. My bad. I forgot there was 2 layers. For some reason, I thought that was the ship.
Yeah, like this. The layer we're on is the bottom, right? So left is top, right is bottom.
Yes. That's absolutely correct.
We could put all kinds of lights along like the wings of the submarine, really lighten it up. You know, mood setting.
All the bloodstains we'll just call our wine.
Wow. We're paying the gnomes. I'm sure they could clean up the blood.
Yeah, they can clean up the blood.
All right. Well, there's our answer.
So that's what we're doing then, huh?
Do we all pitch the 20 gold now or later?
Just pay ahead, I suppose, for the month.
You're hired.
So with expenses, go ahead and add to your main party loot 400 gold for the earnings you will get in the future.
Hell yeah.
Party journal was used for hireling shenanigans, right?
Deduct 20. Alright, 76.
That doesn't sound good.
Michael's being attacked by a giant bee.
Someone brought
Thought
up
it
the
was
phaser.
thought it was the War of the Worlds.
I've been zapped.
Do you guys want to keep on looking at the submarine and make plans for it, and or check the map of the ship and make schemes?
I think we should turn one of the state room into one of the special rooms, or the common rooms into like the quote unquote captain's quarters, and then that way there could be an actor playing the captain, and you can
An
for a
actor.
for a special fee you can go quote unquote drive the boat and have a fun time with the captain.
VIP, yeah. 1,000 gold.
It's like
The head of this submarine would be a great big open space for that.
good gravy. Well, this room over here is where Jas was. Oh no, I think it was this room that Jas was using as the actual captain's quarters. So most of the work is already figured out there.
We should probably loot the whole submarine, huh? Make sure we're not missing.
Well, you already looted most of it.
Oh.
Jas does have some magic items.
Oh.
If we want to go through some of those.
Absolutely.
Jas is currently wearing a +3 suit of leather armor.
We might have already gone over this.
Did we?
Yeah, because that +3 is now on Rouge.
Do we have does anybody have a bracer of flying daggers?
Oh, I remember this, yeah.
Bracer of flying
I don't know if
daggers?
anyone took that.
I don't think anyone took it, yeah.
I do have a +3 leather armor.
I don't think I took anything.
Mud, you got a good memory. Did we already go through all this?
The bracers don't sound familiar, but the armor does. And I think the reason that that Rouge wasn't on the map is Rouge wasn't here for the last session, and
Yes.
we switched out the armor because Rouge had the Dark Elf chain, so we gave Rouge the +3 armor. Because when we switched it for the chain. But I don't remember the bracers at all.
I don't remember the bracers at all either.
Oh, I remember he used them on us. I just don't remember what we did with them afterwards.
Yes. So to double check inventory, the things that Jas did have on his person, and just in case we missed them, he also has a ring of mind shielding and a ring of truth telling. He also carries a +3 rapier, a portable hole, and a wand of web.
Eesh. I mean, I'll take the wand if nobody wants it.
Is there attunement on the wand?
Let me double check for you. The Wand of Web does require attunement. It has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges to cast the web spell with a DC of 15.
You can have it. Because web requires concentration anyway, so...
You know what really irks me is when I open this party journal and the first note right there. Leo's friendly animal companion kill count. They're not dead, okay?
Just mostly dead.
And Teddy evaporated on his own because I dropped unconscious. So it's not 8 at least.
It's true.
Uh,
The bracer flying daggers also requires attunement. The armband appears to have thin daggers strapped to it. As an action, you can pull up to 2 magic daggers from the bracer and immediately hurl them, making a ranged attack with each dagger. A dagger vanishes if you don't hurl it right away, and the daggers disappear right after they hit or miss. The bracer never runs out of daggers, so it is effectively infinite throwing knives.
That's cool. That sounds like a Botan thing.
Yeah, I would offer him up to Botan.
Sure. Not sure what I would do with infinite throwing daggers, but I'll take it.
I've just got this cool image of you shooting, and then someone approaches you, and you just start whipping daggers at them.
Whipping daggers out.
Yeah, why not? I mean, if you have a use for the Wand of Webs, grunt. I don't really. I was just gonna take it to do whatever, but
The only reason I'd take it is it's essentially just more spell slots, but
take it then. I don't really.
it's with it being concentration, it would be secondary down the list of things I would probably do.
Same. To be
And I'm not
honest,
even sure I have the attunement slot for it. I'm not sure. I don't think I do.
I'm not attuned to anything, but I also my concentration would be primarily focused on the animals that I'm not killing. So
It's really it's an outstanding item. 7 charges of web is super powerful.
I tell you what, I'll take it as an option for now. If you open up a slot later and you want it, just let me know.
Okay.
Eddie, I got a question.
Mm.
Do these braziers of flying daggers conflict with my braziers of archery?
Yes.
Cool.
You can't double up on bracers, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you have 4 arms.
I am not a. What's that race called? What's the praying mantis race?
On kick.
No, not an on-keg. I can't remember them off the top of my head either.
I know the character you introduced me. I know their name, but I don't remember the race. Thrykeen.
Thrykeen.
Yeah, that is. Alright, well.
I took the Wand of Webs.
To go over the other stuff, the Ring of Mind Shielding. While you're wearing this ring, you're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible until you remove the ring or until you die. If you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife. As long as your soul is in the ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it. A wearer can't prevent this telepathic communication.
That's kind of funny.
The Ring of Truth Telling, on the other hand, while wearing this ring, you have advantage on insight checks to determine whether someone is lying to you.
So if you were to give it to one of your animal companions, the ring, and they died, would their soul go into the ring, and then you could wear it and you could explain to them why you killed them?
Okay, first off, they don't die. They just go back to their plane of existence. So it wouldn't absorb their soul because their soul was never here. Right?
Nah, that doesn't sound right.
That's how I'm gonna put it, though. You watch. I will resummon Phil, Me Up With Meat, and Larry Lounger, the Lions, and you'll see they're still doing just fine. You could always just sell the rings. If nobody's interested in them.
I thought I had an open spot for attunement, but no, I don't. I'm all full.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Glade isn't interested in the Ring of Mind Shielding.
That would make sense.
It could be useful, but I mean, as Glade. Yeah, you know what? Well, let me check my attunement slots because I don't know if I am even able to. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to if I. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll take it. I can get rid of something. So.
Why does this new compendium suck ass?
Oh, because the jump gate has started. So everything in Roll20 is broken.
Oh, such ass. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but very
No.
annoying.
Oh, I hear you. I imagine I don't need to explain the portable hole.
Yeah, it's a portable hole.
Extremely useful item, portable holes.
Oh, I could. Well, I don't know.
Creates an extra dimensional hole 10 feet deep. Basically operates like a fine black cloth folded up into the size of a handkerchief and up to a circular sheet of 6 feet in diameter. Whatever you put in the hole, you can fold it back up and carry it with basically without any weight.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, portable holes are very handy.
I thought it was like a portable hole that you can like travel through walls with.
No. No, it creates a 10-foot deep pit, 6 feet in diameter. There's a visual to help out.
It's like a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yes, it holds less stuff.
Your hand can fit in your pocket.
Is there anything in the portable hole?
There is not anything currently within Jass's portable hole.
Can't remember. Did you say that required attunement?
It does not require attunement. The other things to know about the portable hole, however, is that you can put a creature inside.
I was just about to ask that.
However, it is not like a bag of holding. There is air. A person can stay in there indefinitely, in theory. However, it is only a DC 10 strength check to break out.
Yeah, but we could put Leo's. We could put Leo's companions in there.
Wait, pardon me. My mistake. A creature can survive in there for 10 minutes. And then it begins to suffocate.
That's fine. We'll just be quick.
Now, do summoned creatures actually need to breathe?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on the creature, but generally, yes.
I remember
They
we had
are-
a problem getting all your creatures onto this boat, but now we got a hole we can put them in. And as long as we take no less than, or no more than 10 minutes, we can get your creatures anywhere.
It's like Dr. Doolittle's house. Just opening up all the windows and doors and a bunch of fucking animals pile out, or Ace Ventura's apartment.
That would be kind of. You know what? I'm gonna take it. Just maybe if no one wants it, I'll take it for a later thing.
Hey,
Although that might be useful for you, Grunt. You know, any artificery stuff you find, you can just toss in your little portable hole and bring it with you. You see a cool kitchen aid, you just throw it in there.
Oh, you can have it.
I'm just saying, if you could use it for your artificery stuff, you know, any spare parts you find and stuff like that, you just toss it in there.
could we have like a mobile artificery table in the hole? So when we do need to have artificery on demand, we just pull out the hole.
I feel like that would make sense, like a folding table.
Huh. That'd be pretty cramped. The hole's big. It's not that big.
Are we gonna have a problem if we put a bag of holding in the hole?
Yes.
Okay.
That's too bad.
If you put a bag of holding, or a portable hole, or handy haversack, or any item like that next to each other, they immediately explode and create a gate to the astral plane.
And then we fight the bag man.
You were looking for combat, yeah. I mean,
Come fight me, bag man.
It basically makes a singularity. You're sucked into the Stargate and end up who knows where.
Atlantis.
Could be.
Well, good thing we just hired a submarine full of gnomes.
You go to the Atlantis or the Maelstrom. That's a different
Oh,
game.
Oh no.
I'll grab the portable hole for now. If someone decides they have a use for it later, we'll just
Okay. Take it, brother. Use it wisely.
okay, brother. You're not about to build.
Oh, what would you, a band of adventurers, like to do from here?
Get into some trouble.
Will we be interrogating Jas then?
I want to blow out his kneecap to wake him up.
I could just do a charm person on him.
Or we could charm person in.
I don't know why we need to blow out his kneecap. We'll just
I will say, if you blow out his kneecap, he will die.
Here, I'll feed him a potion and then I'll blow out his kneecap.
Okay, I would like to ask where you're doing this.
Could I also just a minute, guys. Go ahead and feed in a potion. Can I get the room with him? I'll toughen him up or loosen him up a little bit.
Absolutely. Go get him, Steve.
All right. And after maybe the potion has been given to him, I'll close and lock the door. Um, and well, mate, today's not your best day. And I would like to where is
Or
it?
where? Where are we doing this?
I don't
In it.
know. In his room, a room, closet. I don't know.
I'll take him to the closet.
There we go. And I would like to spend 1 minute talking to this individual using my words of terror to maybe make him attempt to seed paranoia and help him talk a little better. So it's a wisdom saving throw, please.
I could have just asked him. You guys are mean.
I'm just guarding the door in case I see some kneecaps to shoot.
And then additionally, for this, I would also maybe kind of do this. I have the um, while I'm kind of freaking the fuck. Oh, and while I'm doing this, my changeling features will be more prominent as I like kind of make my face in weird shapes and go ghostly white and basically terrorize the shit out of this poor man. But I'd also like to see if um, this my eye for detail if that kind of like gets me in on certain things that he might be going through or hiding or whatever.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Great.
Okay. So first of all, you go through your frightening words and your unsettling visage, and Joss, who is like, he's bloodied and beaten up, and he's like tied up, like coming, like swimming back into consciousness, and he's watching you do this, and he says, "Friend, I'm a changeling too. If you haven't noticed, it's not impressive."
Just like, oh, I worked really hard on that. Could you at least pretend to be scared?
Eh,
Mm,
considering all that's happened, this is it the same night? Is it the same evening?
I think so.
Then no.
Darn.
Fuck you. um, as you're sort of like watching him, though, you come to a kind of startling realization with some of his like unintentional mannerisms.
Yeah.
Pardon me. There's also something that um, there's something that changelings do when they're asleep. Via their subconscious. Which is they sometimes shift into the more recent forms and faces that they've taken. And this can also happen when they're sort of like roused from consciousness and they're not fully aware of what's going on around them. Hey, you don't want a fisherman's friend, buddy. So although you're changeling related stuff, he doesn't find super impressive being a changeling himself. You being a changeling, allows you to pick up on some strange mannerisms
Mm.
and splotches of his face and body that alter outside of his control while he's in that fugue state and coming into consciousness. And you realize that you and your party have probably, in relation to this case, never talked to Sergeant Vilroy at all.
Mm.
And you also suspect that the theater owner is either dead or have never met you either.
Interesting.
And that Jas, Vilroy, and the theater owner in this particular case are all one and the same. This is probably the person who hired you for this job in the first place. Dun dun dun.
Why? I mean, I'm not there, so I don't know.
Why indeed? Well, you did roll a critical with your investigation. So, Sergeant Vilroy asked you to find this mysterious stone. Sent you on a little bit of a wild goose chase. And had insisted that you return the stone to the theater owner, if not her, if you came across her. But you seem to recall that she also insisted that you allow her to get in contact with you and not to actively seek her out.
Mm.
If this guy was shape changed as her, that makes all that make a lot more sense. He wants a stone that's in your possession. And instead of going to the theater owner like you were instructed, you guys instead decided to go after this pirate, which was not in Jas's plans. You reason. So by going the Munchkin-y, let's cause trouble on a pirate ship route, you've actually inadvertently spoiled his ruse. But he is not aware that you have figured him out. What you do know for sure is that he used multiple identities to try and trick your party into bringing him the stone.
Okay.
So are you just gonna stay there staring at me, or
Well,
explain why I'm naked? I guess I'm being robbed, which I guess fair is fair on that front.
I mean, everything, you deserve. I hope you've had the day you deserve. Um, I'll be right back, and I will exit the room and convey everything that I've kind of deduced to uh, um, to Botan. There we go. Brain fart.
Oh, good. Did we ever figure out what we need what the stone's for? Or we were just tasked to get it, but do we know what it's for? Or am I getting a brain fart?
The stone apparently holds the secret
Oh,
to a stolen treasure.
right. And we need the password. All right. Well, are you in Pirate Steve or are you in Rouge now? Tell me, man.
Still Pirate Steve, but I did come out talking not like Pirate Steve. Oopsies.
You know what? You're talking probably to the most dumb party member, so I'm just gonna assume Pirate Steve is just trying to explain it to me in ways I understand it. Okay, then I'll turn back, or Botan will turn back to you and be like, password, or tell others.
um, let's get the password.
Ooh, so I can go with you?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Then we'll head that direction.
Oh, hey, now there's two of you. Boy, things aren't looking good for me.
No, they're not. I'm gonna put my gun barrel to his knee and just go, what's the password?
This is escalated quickly. Make an intimidation check.
Oh, I ain't gonna be any good at it, and that's what's great.
Can I just stand there menacingly?
It won't matter. I'm too cute and fluffy.
You have inspiration. I'll give you inspiration. I don't know if it'll do
No,
anything.
it's
Oh,
fine.
no, it will not do anything.
No, that's why I said. That's why I said it's not gonna go anywhere, but it's gonna be funny.
I mean, I know you mean business, but you're coming off as more endearing than anything else.
All right. You want endearing? I'll say password, please, and then I'll flick off the safety.
Okay, listen. There's a lot of cash on the line. Now, I do know who does have the password. I could take you to. Hell, why don't we work together from this point forward? Give me back my clothes, some of my kit. 24 insight for what?
About him saying, I know someone who does know the password.
He does know someone who knows the password.
But he himself doesn't?
He's the person he knows.
Oh.
He does know someone who knows the password. And he's actually pretty serious about splitting the take. Untie me, we'll sort it out. Go together. I know things have been rough, but y'all have clearly proven yourselves to be people not to mess with. That fair to say?
Is that the password? That seems fairly long to be a password.
That is not the password, admittedly.
Oh, what a shame. And then I'll put my finger and start slowly squeezing the trigger. It's like, I'll give you a third chance. And final. Please
I'm
share the password with me.
gonna peek my head in.
If I'm in shock and screaming my head off, how am I supposed to say anything legible?
Then you say it before that happens.
Yeah, but then it happens. Then I'm screaming on the floor and dying again. And round and round we go.
Listen, we can go the roundabout way, or I can just bust out your kneecap and leave you there.
But then you still don't have the password.
Yeah, but then I don't gotta deal with you anymore.
I suppose that's true.
He doesn't have his ring of mind shielding, so someone smarter than me could probably detect thoughts. If that's a thing.
I have. That's the ring of mind shielding. Never mind.
Wait, what is?
Yeah, I've got detect thoughts on my ring or my parasite. I've got 2 charges left on it too, so I can detect thoughts at him.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I got the 2 charges.
Okay. That's a whole lot of words.
It is a whole lot of words. But basically, what does your parasite look like?
It's that freaking mind worm.
Oh yeah, so it's like living in your brain.
Yeah. Called an earworm?
Yes. Okay, so his initial thoughts are, I really don't want to die, but also fuck these chuds. They think they can intimidate me. A small fluffy animal. Cute though. Or rather get paid. Every opportunity to just get paid. You can probe deeper, in which case he'll make a wisdom saving throw versus your spellcasting DC.
Do you want to check that? I don't know that it is my spellcasting DC. On the worm, it might have a set one.
The worm?
I found it. It's opening. It is. It's a 15 DC.
You gonna make the attempt?
Has he seen me yet?
In the fight.
Well, yeah, he hasn't seen me since we started interrogating him.
Not really, no.
I think I would step through the room before I try to probe deeper. And be like, just kind of rapid fire to use my ugliness. Be like, what the fuck is your name? Where the fuck are you from? Who the fuck is your boss? What the fuck is the password? And just rabble off some questions real quick before he knows I'm trying to probe to see if I can get him to slip on the password.
Very clever. I like where your mind's at. I'm going to give him disadvantage on his wisdom check because he is trained against that type of thing. But that is clever, so I'll give him disadvantage. You do learn. His name is Jas. Jas Shadowdark. Where he is from, the Sharn lower levels. And that's when he starts getting wise to what you're doing.
Oh,
That's a natty 1 with disadvantage. He learned about the stones from the Emerald Claw. He's not 100% certain that his employers were the Emerald Claw, but they did hire him to acquire the stone, and he had decided to take the stone for himself because he's under the impression that it would lead to a treasure. You learn that the whole setup with the bandit that you guys found earlier, like, he was under hypnosis. Jas had him hypnotized. So that entire heist plot was completely fabricated. The stone is supposed to teleport to some kind of Emerald Claw vault. At least that is Jas's suspicion. And Jas decided to double cross them to get a bigger payout. The password is Sarek. Pardon me, it is Sarek Vol.
I'm pretty sure we guessed that when we were guessing things.
uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. You can make a history check. Are you fluent in Elvish?
I am not.
In what
Well,
language? Elvish?
Yeah, you do know that it is some kind of old Elvish grunt, because I don't think you've shared it with anybody else yet, but like you don't know what that means.
But we've got what we need now, right? The password. We didn't need anything else from him.
Sure hope fuck not.
Do we have the stone to try the password? Can anybody speak it then and unlock it or whatever the fuck?
I don't.
Yeah, you guys have the stone in your possession, as far as I remember.
Yeah, because I don't care if we kill him now, if the password unlocks it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't have to kill everybody.
I didn't say everybody, I said him.
Just turn your eyes.
Oh, the animals are okay, but when it comes to anything else...
Alright. I'm gonna become the BBEG now.
I wanted combat.
So I mean, through the detect thoughts or whatever, he doesn't actually know. He thinks it's a treasure, but he doesn't know for sure.
He knows it must lead to something valuable, or else there wouldn't be a reason for all of the hullabaloo. The Emerald Claw also promised him a great deal of money.
For returning it?
Yes, which leads him to believe that whatever it leads to must be worth more. The Emerald Claw was willing to pay him 100,000 gold.
They agreed to pay him 100,000 gold for it.
Yes.
Oh,
So he's like, if they're willing to pay that, whatever's inside must be buy island money.
We love a good double cross.
Eberron changelings, man, you could never be sure. I love him for that, though, honestly. Right, so as I was saying, I would definitely love my kneecaps.
Oh, you can
We
have
can-
one.
Just saying.
Which one?
I'm gonna
If-
stop and just say, do what you need to do.
Well, what I need is the password.
oh, I would let everybody know that I've got the password now.
Oh,
That's not gonna hit him.
do you just say what it is?
Bardic inspiration.
He's prone and tied up, you guys. You blow his kneecap off.
You want me to roll damage? I'll roll damage.
Yeah, roll damage.
I think I can click that.
And then I will go ahead and there, my friend, and I'll cure wounds him. Do it again.
Yay! It's for the other kneecap.
Yeah.
That's for the other kneecap.
Oh,
Why?
looks like you're having a bad day, my friend.
I rolled the same damage.
All right, what is cure wounds twice? So it's a D8 plus 7 twice. So, ooh, 15 for the first hit, so you're healed to full, and then 8 for the second hit. Oh, didn't quite get it the second time. Too bad.
I like these saves.
Why?
This was fun. Do you got more kneecaps?
What's wrong with you?
No, nothing.
Just curious. My detect thought spell's still going. What was
Yeah.
he thinking when he got shot?
He could theoretically make more kneecaps, but he's not telling Botan. Also, ow, that fucking hurts!
Oh, boo hoo.
I'm kind of wondering whether or not to shift your alignments. Fucking freaks.
Hey,
Chaotic
I'm-
neutral, thank you very much.
I was gonna say I'm chaotic good.
I would consider this an evil action.
He's alive, just missing a couple kneecaps.
Speaking philosophically here.
I'm certainly well within my rights of chaotic.
I roll a d100. Hope you don't roll a 1.
And I'll be honest, if Rouge wasn't, oh fuck, if Rouge wasn't gonna cure wounds him, I would have.
So, Botan, you shoot out his 2 kneecaps. He's in a great deal of pain. You notice that the bullets are lodged in the hull of the ship, and it occurs to you that even though the outer hull is pretty thick, so it should be fine, continued gunfire in the direction of the wall might lead to a very bad situation.
Yeah, I encountered this problem before too.
So Botan sticks her thumb in there. No more shooting, just my thumb instead.
Just pointing out, the bracer daggers would have been more useful here.
But I have archery.
Just pop off the kneecaps with a knife like you're opening up a clam.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I have claws, like natural claws.
This is fucked, right? Like what you guys are doing to me is kind of fucked.
I had a thought, but then I'd be like, no, that was taking it too far. So, yeah, maybe I'll just take my kneecaps and then take my leave. And you
Just
I'm
put him in a little
camper.
baggie.
I'm just a happy camper now.
You think about it, everything that happened here on this ship was self-defense on my end.
It's not self-defense if you set us up to attack yourself.
What?
Wait, I don't know that. Rouge knows that.
For what?
That he was the one that hired us initially for this.
Oh, I would have told you that in the hallway.
Oh, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what I was trying to say is he's the one that hired us, so he's the one that put himself in the situation. Or at least that's my understanding, because hirelings are played when people are missing, and I've missed a lot of hirelings. All I know is we were storming a ship, and I don't remember why. Feel like
I did not do any such thing. Which is true. If everything went according to his plan, you guys never would have gotten to the ship.
I'm just gonna play like I have.
You failed upwards in finding his secret lair. If you already have the password, just leave me alone. Take me to the police. I don't know. This is messed up. I'm bleeding all over the carpet.
Oh, you're not. You're fine.
Not quite dead, just mostly dead.
How am I supposed to get up to honest skullduggery with my legs like this? How I make a living, you know?
I mean, I'm just saying, how dark do you want the sex dungeon to be? Because you could actually fuck the crippled captain in his own quarters if you wanted.
Kill me now.
And you think Rouge and Botan are the problem? I think we're just the tip of the iceberg, man.
Sovereign, I want it now. Just take me, please. I don't want any more of this. These lunatics. That was Jazz, by the way, not your DM. Though I am impressed at how horrified I am with the suggestions tonight.
I just wanted kneecaps in combat. That's all I wanted. Did I get it? Technically, yes.
What's the feeling from the gnomes? The gnomes glad that he's gone, or what? Did he treat the gnomes all right, or was he a dick to the gnomes?
You sort of ask him about that. Well, according to the gnomes, there were threats of violence to get them to cooperate. But he didn't hurt any of them.
Physically.
Yes, there was an awful lot of coercion and blackmail.
Uh-huh. Well,
They are glad to no longer be working for him, but if you were to like string him up and like strap him to the front of the ship, they wouldn't celebrate.
yeah.
He wasn't a monster.
I got what I came for. I'm happy to move things along now.
Yeah, I
What do
got
you guys
the
want to do with him?
password. I got the password from him. I'm good now. But we got to do something with him. We can't just leave him here in the room.
Take out his elbows.
Yeah, okay. I'll step in and say I'll take care of him.
Okay. Can take him all back and old yellow room.
Is there there's a pillow in this room, right? We're in his room.
Oh Jesus! Fuck.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but they're just gonna keep at you. So I'm gonna do the merciful thing here, and I'm gonna suffocate him with the pillow.
Gonna be a long time.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't have the strength to resist. So you press the pillow against his face, and he tries to thrash and free himself. But his lack of kneecaps, in conjunction with your leverage and physical size, prevents him from moving, and eventually he suffocates and dies.
I'm gonna look really remorseful about it too, but the whole time just very upset.
You want his
Hey, look
kneecap?
at that. You can add one humanoid to your list now.
There's been a few of them, but that one was my least proud. I just talk about taking his elbows next. That I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
You'll
you
get
gotta
over it, good buddy.
Yeah, you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet.
Exactly.
I don't eat omelets, but
Exactly.
Exactly.
Alright, is there anything else for us to loot? This is a top deck lootable. And there's
I think
some
we
merch.
looted
You guys
everything on the way
picked this
down.
place clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So now we go to war with the Emerald Claw, huh?
Well, we got the password now. We can unlock that. We've got the sphere or whatever the fuck it is.
yeah. Did you say the phrase?
I don't think anyone has yet.
No, I don't think we have yet.
Because I know
And-
Elb. So.
it's also like a whole thing. By the way, like you would know this with your training, your proficiency in Arcana. Like just saying the words when unlock it, you have to like sort of like channel your magic energy into it and like hold it aloft, and like it's a whole like thing. Um, you know how to do it now that you know the password, but like just saying the words out loud isn't gonna like trigger it. It's not like an Alexa.
What does the phrase mean in Elvish?
In Elvish,
Hmm.
um, blood of Vol. Vol is an old family name.
Dude,
Oh,
that sounds bad.
You said we could do a religion check on that, right?
Yes.
Ooh. Never mind. Let's not do that.
Do I know religion? I don't think I do.
I don't know why I rolled anything other than as normal. The 8.
Well, with 8, you do know that there is an underground religion called the Blood of Vol. You don't know much about them, except that they creep a lot of people out. They aren't evil, and their basic core tenet is that they don't worship any gods, but they believe that every living thing has a spark of divinity within them. So clerics of the Blood of Vol find a magic within themselves, literally. But 8 is not high enough for you to like know about their origins or their connection to the Emerald Claw, if any, or what kind of. Honestly, it's news to you that Vol is a family name. If Leo shared that.
Sure. Yeah, not sure. I'm trying to roll 20, slow down on me here. Do I know history? I do not. No. Oh, religion. That's what we were looking at. I have
History could also work, but it would be a different.
I have.
It would be a different DC.
I'll try it. Roll 20. Just decided to take a die. So.
Hey.
So your religion check tells you that yes, the Blood of Vol is a religious organization, and the tenets that Grunt is familiar with is true. You can confirm those. Um, they they believe that the internal divinity is the only true divinity, right? And so to foster one's own divinity um, is the sacred path. Um, this is kind of this is it's their beliefs are very similar to yours as a druid, except coming at it from a different direction. As a druid, sacredness comes from living things, right? But your appreciation for that divinity is more external, right? Um, it is you venerating nature, where the Blood of Vol is they, as a part of nature, are venerating themselves. And that's the big difference. Um, with a 14, you do know that the Blood of Vol do not have any association with the group known as the Emerald Claw, but they have a shared origin. Vol was an elven dragon marked house from ancient times. Like we're talking like hundreds of years ago. And they and they allegedly had a rune, had like a dragon mark called the Mark of Death. Um, and then something happened. This is when your like recollection of those events start to get a little bit muddy. But the Emerald Claw was related to the House of Vol in some capacity. The house no longer exists. That dragon mark no longer exists. Um, but the Blood of Vol, as a religious organization, took their name as sort of in honor of something that they did.
I would share that with everybody too.
Blood for the blood god.
Any other religion or history attempts?
I mean, I can try, but if I get anything in the double digits, it's a miracle. Yeah, that's what I thought. And my comment still stands: blood for the blood god.
Yeah. Steve, want to make an attempt?
No. You know what? I'm not good at it, I'm sure. We'll do it. We'll give it a try. Yep, nope, that's what I figured.
You're not good at it. You got a +3. That's halfway decent.
In all fairness to Jimmy, after getting his knob polished, Jimmy's gonna like come into the conversation doing up his belt. He's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, the House of Vol. They're exiles from Marinol or something. At least that's what I heard. Something. They tried to broker peace between elves and dragons way back in the day. And there was something about like a half dragon, half elven princess or something. But that started a war, and then like the dragons basically wiped the House of Vol out. But the Emerald Claw are like the hangers on to that legacy or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shit. And following after Jimmy's example, now would be a great time for us to take our break. 10, 15 minutes, gang. You know the drill.
Yeah.
I have returned.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Krispy Kreme opened up in my neck of the woods. Bro, I am in heaven.
I can't have Krispy Kreme anymore.
I am sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
I have come back with the most terrible news. Why can't you have Krispy Kreme?
Oh, I've been diagnosed with diabetes a
Oh,
few months ago.
that is unfortunate.
Yeah. But what can you do?
I mean, I can't have Krispy Kreme either, but like just to hear that other people can't have it is devastating.
Why can't you have it?
I am allergic to gluten.
Oh.
So I can't have a lot of things that I really love.
Yeah, I know. My mom's gluten-free, dairy-free, and she basically just needs to photosynthesize to eat.
However, that does not stop me from eating pasta. And
Yeah.
I treat it kind of like how lactose intolerant people treat it,
Yeah.
where I accept the risks and the challenges that I will face, and that will be a problem for future Michael.
You sure regret it though, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Afterwards, you
It's,
know.
but you know what? It's like childbirth. Like you always forget how terrible it's going to be. And you're just like, you know what? I'm going to go out and have pasta tonight. And then later that night or the next day, you're like, why the fuck did I decide to have pasta? They had a gluten-free option. Why didn't I just choose that?
Yeah. When I was out getting Krispy Kreme, I got my mom some donuts too. And I'm sure at work tomorrow, I'm going to hear a mouthful of like, why'd you get me donuts? You know I can't have gluten.
They're all for you, Mom.
What is Krispy Kreme? Oh, they're so good.
I'm gonna be honest. Whenever I hear cream, do you guys remember Djibouti Dubs?
Why do I feel like
It
I've
sounds
heard
familiar.
that? Yeah.
They're like an ancient YouTube channel. They used to dub shit. But they one of the things that they dubbed over is they dubbed over the entirety of the Shaquille O'Neal movie Kazam. And there's a really stupid running joke in their dub because like the kid wishes for ice cream, right? And yeah, Shaq plays a genie in that movie and just like summons a bunch of ice cream. And like it's just now like forever seared in my brain whenever I hear cream. I just hear like their Shaq impression, cream.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
I'll give your mom the cream. Don't worry about it. Fucking ruined my life, Djibouti Dubs. Welcome back, Mud.
Thank you.
Cream. I do want to know, Michael, as another Eberron nerd. I know Glade failed the role, but how are you doing on some of these revelations we learned tonight,
I'm doing good. I'm
and who
I'm
we're possibly
loving
getting involved with?
I'm loving the lore. Uh, the Emerald Claw is gonna be one of my antagonists in my game, so it'll be it's fun to see to kind of be part of that as well. So I'm loving it. I'm having a grand old time.
Hell yeah! Whatever happens in this adventure, by the way, as with most things in Eberron, the lore you may or may not encounter is flexible, if not sometimes completely made up by me. Um, so, as a GM about to introduce them in your game, take what I introduce here with a grain of salt.
Right?
I do love the Emerald Claw, though.
They are cool. I have a
It is one of the best things and most frustrating things.
yeah, I've got a homebrew kind of not antagonist, foil group that I've created called the Crimson Scales, who are kind of like
Ooh,
if the Emerald Claw were good type of thing. They're kind of like a counter revolution to the Emerald Claw. And that's one of my players is a part of that. So they're kind of that's how they're going to be one of the leeways into being introduced to the rest of the party when we start playing.
Crimson Scales. Very cool. I am a little. Oh, what's the word? I don't know. But who says the Emerald Claw are necessarily bad?
Right?
Depending on your point of view.
I mean, everyone's a little morally gray somewhere. And
I
who
mean,
knows?
who doesn't
Maybe,
blast a kneecap every now and then?
right? They grow back with healing magic. It's no big deal.
Called self-care.
Exactly. He needed new knees anyway. He was getting stiff.
Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs.
Oh, jeez.
That really got a chuckle out of you.
Boy, oh boy. Oh, I forgot to fucking check in with my bird. It's gonna yell at me. My sister convinced me to get this self-help app called Finch. And it's fine, I guess.
It's fine.
I mean, it has helped, keep some things on track. But just like my Tamagotchis when I was 8, I keep on forgetting about the little fucker, and he needs enrichment.
That what I was to my father? Just a Tamagotchi he forgot about?
that is a way to look at it, I guess. Oh God.
I hear those
Like a bunch of
bastards.
messages from people who are just like, friends sending me like gratitude and reminders to drink water and shit, and I have like 9 messages unread. Ooh, sorry, sorry. Do we have a Baloo returned?
Yeah, he's been here.
Hill.
What?
Yeah,
I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
he's been
Here I
missing.
am talking about the stupid fucking bird app, and we could have been playing D&D. I'm sorry, everybody. So you've killed Jas. He's no longer showing up in this campaign. If he does, I'll have contrived some bullshit to get him back.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
Wouldn't want it any other way. You have a password? Sorry?
It was a mercy. Okay. I'm questioning my companions at this point. Shooting kneecaps. Elin. Shooting kneecaps.
We needed the password. I left him
Nah.
alive.
Never mind that you got the password before you shot any kneecaps.
I was shooting a kneecap regardless if I got the password or not. The healing of the other kneecap, that is Rouge.
This is interesting because they did actually plan an actual combat encounter for tonight.
Do it. Let me shoot some
Well,
real
like-
kneecaps.
It partly depends on you guys. What do you want to do from here? You have information. You can get an opportunity for a long rest.
Oh, yeah. And then that should be
Ye-
our level proper.
You guys can add 75 gold to your party loot if you if you decide to return the carnies to shore.
We should probably prepare for wherever this thing's gonna take us.
Yeah, long rest would be useful, I think.
And do it up. There's plenty of now vacant beds and hammocks in this place.
I'll click the long rest button proper. As for next steps, do we just excuse me. Do we just give the ship over to Jimmy and then we start Unga Bunga ritually casting the spell to go to the thing and piss off a whole clan of elitist assholes?
Yeah, why not?
All in the name of adventure and kneecaps.
You and these kneecaps.
I just want combat, and now I'm fixated on getting kneecaps.
From now on, whenever Botan is near Leo, he just kind of instinctually covers his kneecaps.
Shoulders, knees, and toes.
So
Taking
after
all
a-
the body parts.
A night of rest and or nightmares, depending on your personal dispositions. Throwing bodies overboard and swapping decks and whatnot. You wake up the next day to the tranquil sounds of the ocean, seagulls. The sunrise comes over the ocean. Sharn is at your back.
That's a D4.
Nice breeze in the air. The morning feels good.
The D4 was just from my earworm.
Very good.
Earworm
Understood.
treasures.
I see, I see.
You feel good. Your earworm feels mostly recharged, if not fully recharged. You're all feeling quite comfortable. Also, can you all hear me okay? Discord is giving me low bars.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Just wanted to make sure.
I could turn you up.
It's the next morning. You have the whole day ahead of you. What do you want to do with it?
I guess I'll start with the ritual. So that's what we want to do.
Any preparation or anything you guys want to take care of first?
Um,
And by the way, in regards to that ritual, the deck of the ship, you figured, Leo, would be appropriate. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, I want to get in scrap too. So whatever's gonna get us to combat fastest, I'm all for.
Yeah, who needs potions
Okay.
or anything? Fuck it. Just hey, start the ritual.
Alrighty. I will start channeling into the stone.
Oh, is Rouge gonna join us, or is Pirate Steve gonna join us?
it'll be Pirate Steve.
Pirate Steve is coming with us. You know what? Pirate Steve is Botan's new best friend for the moment.
Good morning, good buddy.
Hello.
I'm glad you decided to join us, Steve.
Me too. You guys are a lot of fun.
Yes. We're
Your
going for
accent.
all the kneecaps.
I've got spell slots. We can at least shoot off 4 more kneecaps.
Oh, let's make it 8.
As you say the passphrase, Leo, the stone floats from your hand. Suspended in the air, it begins to glow a deep green. The stone begins to transmogrify, growing scales and ridges. It opens, revealing a burning yellow slitted eye.
Uh-oh.
The eye begins to fold outward, and the pupil widens, and the stone stretches, creating a oval portal 8 feet tall. From the portal, you smell green, smells of the forest, mulch and dew and rot. And you see the inside of what looks to be a ruined shack of wood, an overturned chair, and out a broken window, large green leaves. In a way, it's almost welcoming, but Leo, you feel a sense of foreboding from the portal.
I'll turn to the others and be like, I don't know about this. Something feels wrong. And then I
Who's
jump
the
in.
first to enter the portal?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Something feels wrong. Yeah.
I'm gonna follow him. Yump. Ooh, eagle.
That's just so cool. I love that character slider option.
Character slider.
hmm I have a slider
Rollable
that can.
tokens.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh, is that changeling stuff? Ah,
You do find yourselves in a small, dilapidated wooden shack. The vision of the portal did not lie to you. As you step through a few moments later, the stone shrinks back to its original form and falls into your hand, Leo. Your keen senses, Botan, does alert you to a giant eagle perched on the edge of a wooden platform. Across the way, in between you and it, the trunk of a massive tree.
yeah.
The quality of the air, Leo, informs you that you are elevated many, many feet above the ground.
All right, a treehouse. Oh boy.
The eagle see us, or is it?
If Botan alerts you about the eagle, I guess you can all see the eagle. Leo, you would know that if any of you move, especially if you move quickly, you are at risk of catching the eagle's attention. At the moment, it does not seem to have noticed you.
Okay. I will take a step
Oh no,
this way.
it hasn't loaded for me.
These are not good sight lines.
What do you mean they're not good sightlines?
Yeah, just I got a lot of blind spots.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good for a sniper.
You see that the trunk of the tree is actually hollowed out, sort of splayed open like like an exploded end of a straw. And you can see that it is hollow on the inside. If you want to move any more than this without being detected, I will ask for a stealth check.
I will do a pass without a trace. As soon as everything loads for me.
Understood. Botan, you also spy a second eagle.
Yeah. I'm going to flick up my hood. I'm gonna flick up my hood, prop my sniper on a windowsill, and just wait for the call.
I can turn into an eagle.
Make sure you're visually distinct so I don't clip your wings.
Yeah, I'm starting to worry that you're gonna try to kill me. So
I'm
maybe
not
I
I'm not
won't
out
just.
to kill you. I'm just saying we're fighting eagles. You're gonna turn into an eagle.
I mean, we haven't fought them yet. We haven't even tried to talk to them.
Do eagles have an intelligence above a 5?
I can speak to plants and animals, man. It's my thing.
Also, yes, they do have an intelligence above a 5.
God damn it. What do they have?
Roll a nature check.
Sure.
Fuck if you know. Leo, you know that they have an intelligence of 8.
I
They're
am
smart.
I am not a good ranger.
You're a specialized ranger.
Yeah, I'm an urban ranger. I don't know what green and grass is. Right?
I'm gonna.
Touch grass? No, thank you. Vol's fucking it.
I don't know what Roll20's decided to be slow for me, but I think I'm gonna not go the murder hobo way. I'm gonna walk out so they can see me, and I'm gonna greet them like another eagle would greet. So I'm gonna have like my wings up, my arms, and just kind of strut around.
Okay.
Yep, just like that.
The two eagles turn their heads to look at you immediately. What do you say?
I say we come in peace, great eagle brothers.
Roll animal handling.
I would love to, but it has not loaded for me.
I'll give it a roll for you.
Okay. I actually
I
don't
can
think
access
I'm
your sheet.
great at animal handling, but that's okay.
You have a +5. You rolled a
Hey,
22.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. It's harder when it's not good with animals. That's right.
One of the eagles says, "That's great. Go away, or we'll call ma'am.
Who?
Ma'am,
Who's that?
our ma'am."
Oh, your mouth. Oh, yeah. You don't have to do that. We're a little lost. We came through a portal. I don't know if you know what those are, but
Nah, go away.
I imagine the rest of the party is just seeing me screech back and forth with.
I can't see you. You're in a blind spot.
Oh.
Well, for me at least. But I'm pretty sure I could hear you just like.
Caw, caw. Could you just point us in the direction of a treasure hoard, and we'll leave you be?
Down.
Down. Okay. Is there a good way
Yeah.
down? Yeah.
Big fella's got a bunch of shinies.
Oh, big fella.
Oh yeah.
What kind of big fella? Like my big or like bigger?
Oh, bigger.
Oh,
You're small, mate. Little guy.
is he friendly?
Friendly to us.
Huh.
As long as we don't mess with them.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
get the upstairs, he gets the downstairs.
that's a nice arrangement. I like that.
Yeah. Hey! Why are you telling him all this? Tell him to go away. Oh yeah, that's right. Go away.
Wait, right, we're gonna go away. Yeah. We're gonna head down now and we'll leave the upper part to you.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. You guys have names? Never
Yeah,
mind.
my name's Eagle.
Eagle.
That's my little
Okay.
brother Eagle.
Eagle and Eagle. Nice. Those are great names.
Then there's our big sister Eagle,
Oh,
and then our little sister Eagle, and then there's Mam.
Nam is an eagle though, huh?
No.
Hmm, okay. All right. Well, have a wonderful day.
Do you want to meet her?
No, I think. Well, you know what? Yeah, yeah. Let's. Yeah.
Are you absolutely sure you want to commit to this course of action?
No, let's. I'll turn to the rest of the party. So we gotta go down. There's something big guarding the shiny stuff, and we kind of need to be quick about it because Ma'am's coming. Maybe.
How do we get down?
I mean, you guys tell me. You can try to climb down. That'll be an athletics check. But you are. Hmm. You are about. I want to say 500 feet above the ground.
Um, I don't have anything that can help us get down, do I? Let's
Oh,
see. I have stuff that can help me get down. Yeah, I guess I'll start climbing down.
Okay, if you want to start climbing down without any assistance or schemes or anything, that is just a athletics check.
We're okay.
You're having some issues, so I'll roll that for you.
I got it now. It's up now.
Okay, good.
oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, you fall.
Can they wild
Um,
shape into a giant eagle as I'm falling?
You can wild shape into a giant eagle as you're falling.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That could have gone better. I guess I'll fly back up and offer somebody to ride on top of me.
I'll go last.
Holy shit, look who got handsome.
Hey, thanks. My name is Eagle.
Eagle 4.
That's a good name. Strong name. It gets to the point quick.
No, I agree.
All I'm saying is I got the finger ready
How are
on the
we? How are
trigger.
we getting down?
I think I can carry 2 people, or is it one? What did I carry as an out?
You carried one as an out because you carried me,
That's
right?
right, I just carried you. So I can probably carry one person, whoever's the least good at climbing.
I'm going last.
Or can I carry one more in my claws?
I don't have anything. Is there a ladder or anything down that we can see?
No.
Um,
There might have been at some point, but
well then,
If
time has eroded away such a thing.
then
if
how?
they overload me, and can I drop kind of slowly with 3 people on my back?
Yeah, you can glide down.
Why don't we just do that?
It's kind of tough going.
Ooh, ooh. What about this? If I can't enhance ability on him and give him the strength, his carrying capacity doubles.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. Very smart.
And it's a free cast due to my feat.
Nice.
So yeah, I would cast enhance ability and then do the strength then. Are we trying to not let the eagles see us, or do we even care?
Oh, I've already had a full conversation with them.
Okay, well, I'd
They're good. They're good with us. We just gotta go leave this area. Go down. So I guess I'll just start flying down with everybody. Kind of do like a circle around the tree and avoid branches and whatnot.
Can you fit everybody with enhance ability now?
Everybody?
Yeah, that was the goal, wasn't it?
No, it was just the eagle, so the eagle could carry us all down with the strength. It's only a single creature spell and it's concentration, so I can only cast it on one person.
Okay. Well, who,
Uh,
go ahead.
I think the idea was it was cast on me so I could carry all 3 of them down.
yes.
Okay.
So, do you go down the hollow core of the tree, or do you go around the outside?
That's a good question. What do you guys think?
Um,
I think
I,
I'm sitting right here waiting for my taxi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll move closer.
No, you're okay. You're fine.
I'll land right here.
I think we should maybe try to go down at the tree. Try not to have to go too far away from it just in case.
So like outside or down the center's hollow. I guess, will I fit down the center? Or will I have to
Yeah, you'll be able to fit down the center. There's plenty of room.
I guess I'll take them right down the center of the tree.
Very good. In that case, you learn that the tree goes deeper than the 500 feet that you estimated was the bottom of the forest floor. Much deeper. The tree goes beneath the earth itself. It goes so deep that the walls of the tree block out any natural light from the sun. A cold subterranean wind rushes up past you. And the five of you smell something fetid. Mossy, earthy, almost unwell. Smell of rot, decay, a forest's entropy. Eventually you reach the bottom. If any of you do not have dark vision, you will need a source of light to see. When you do get to the bottom, there are some almost like blue firefly like insects that provide some illumination, but they will not be enough. Check to see if any of you need illumination, and let me know if you're lighting any torches or lanterns so I can adjust your tokens accordingly.
Apparently, eagles don't have dark vision.
Neither do changelings, but I have dancing lights. Or would we rather do fairy fire?
Fairy fire's concentration and a spell.
So is dancing lights.
So is dancing lights, but dancing lights is just a cantrip.
Yeah.
I've got just light. It's 1 hour non-concentration. It only gives you a 20-foot radius.
Light works. So does
Light.
It also doesn't look like it has a number, a limit, so I could give everybody.
Do everyone?
You touch one object.
Right, but couldn't I just cast it again and again and again? It doesn't say that there's a limit to the number that I can have. Like, Prestidigitation says what, like 3 or some shit?
According to Big J Craw, the spirit of the spell is that it only affects one item at a time. according to Jeremy Crawford.
So changelings don't have dark vision.
So, alas, I'll stick with that.
Unfortunately, they do
Changelings do not have dark vision.
Wild.
You know who else doesn't have dark vision?
This guy.
Furbolgs. Interesting.
Do you have dark vision? Grunt?
Yeah,
Okay.
shifters do. I've got light for somebody. It's good for an hour. It's non-concentration, so I'm sure I probably have torches too. I didn't even check for that.
Why don't you just light up Leo, because apparently Pirate Steve can do dancing lights for himself.
That's right. Life
you
of the
gonna
party?
Are you gonna not need your concentration for anything?
Not at the moment. We're good.
Are you gonna be able to see something to cast on it if you do? If you drop the concentration on the dancing lights?
Well, I am mostly, I can shoot things without concentration, so we're good. Just can't see in the dark.
Just a warning. The Eagles did say something big lived down here.
Yep.
Does Jimmy have light or dancing?
He's a...
He does not, but he also has dark vision.
Oh, because he's a Dompier.
House rules everybody should have light or dancing lights. I believe that's under your freebie cantrip for spellcasters.
That is true, Jimmy.
Oh.
If it's
We'll just
if it's available to you, you can. Because I can cast spells, but I'm a ranger and I only get mage hand.
So what Jimmy's gonna do is he's gonna grab a toadstool, because at the bottom of this place there are mushrooms. He's gonna grab a toadstool. He's gonna cast light on that. And he's gonna shove it into Pirate Steve's pocket, and he'll say, "I feel like I've known you for years, Pirate Steve. Keep this and keep it safe." So it's not emitting light right now because it's like deep in your pocket, but if you pull it out, it'll be the same as a torch.
Cool.
Jimmy then admits that he is high as fuck and is going to sit on this toadstool so you guys really need him. Then he's going to fall asleep because I don't want to control him.
Oh shit, I have speak with animals too. Oh, because I'm a ranger.
Or are you going to tell the eagles it'll take your kneecaps?
No, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Do eagles even have kneecaps?
They got knees, don't they?
They're backwards.
They got legs. What is this spell?
So the five of you find yourselves at the very base of the innards of this tree. It appears to have been carved out by someone or something a long time ago. Something very large, or through the use of magic.
There's supposed to be a hard, like, dense wall of light right there, or non-wall of light?
No.
Because, like, I can see past this, like, a little bit over here, but I cannot see past this line.
That's probably
Oh, I
your
think that might be Leo's light.
or my dancing lights. Does it move if I move?
Oh, yeah, it does. But I have dark vision. Shouldn't I be able to see without that? Should I be able to see further?
You all definitely hear something.
I think then, because my shift lasts for 10 minutes, I better bonus action shift.
Okay.
Very good.
I'm just gonna do. Just gonna do one of these.
These, by the way, are massive roots.
Oh. I thought that was
That in your position are basically wall height, but they do descend. As roots do.
All right.
But there is certainly something big down here,
I'm just gonna
breathing heavily.
walk in eagle form.
You see that there is a roof above you. Stalactites hanging from a ceiling that you can see the very tips of at the edges of your light. Those of you with dark vision estimate that the roof of the cavern is probably about 60 feet above you. Sound of a sleeping beast gets louder.
Oh.
Password trace is still on, yeah?
Yes, sir. Let me. I should mark that. I couldn't mark it when I said it. So.
Then I will ask for a stealth check from everybody.
Does my previous one still stand, or do you need a new one?
22 is fine.
Okay. I'll roll a new one if you want.
No, that's fine. I'm rolling perception, but I'm doing so in secret.
If any of them are targeting me, they have disadvantage. But I'm assuming this is a group stealth check, so I don't know if that matters.
It is a
You all-
group stealth check. Please carry on.
You all got a +10, so we're doing okay.
Can we tell which direction we're hearing it from? The large.
Perception check. There is an echo. It is possible, but the echo makes it a little bit confusing.
I don't think that's good enough.
So never mind. I read that wrong.
Also, by the way, to get over any roots, you can climb over any of these roots. But if you cannot see on the other side, it will require a climb check. If you can see the other side of the route, that is as easy as walking around it. But it is considered difficult terrain if you're walking.
Is this on the floor or the ceiling?
That's on the floor. That's a rock sticking up out of the floor. Large rock. Yeah, between a 13 and a 12, you can't quite place it. It feels somewhere southward, though.
Yeah, are these visual or are they about to boogie boogie jump scare?
Those desiccated remains look like the remains of giants,
Oh.
or at least some sort of large person. They are definitely bigger than a medium-sized creature. Those are large creatures. It does look like their fluids have been ripped out of their bodies. To the north, however, Pirate Steve, Leo, and Grunt can identify, especially as you bring light closer to them, that these are piles of treasure.
Ooh.
Gold, jewels, a veritable hoard.
I thought those were trees.
I can't reach my portable hole. Sorry.
Oh, lucky for you, I've got a bag of holding.
It's got shoveling it in.
Can I do a quick investigation or look for traps, basically?
Sure. Investigation is fine. This is a significant amount of treasure. However, something about it strikes you as wrong. It's strange to you that it's out in the open. Not exactly like this place is exactly out in the open, but it feels a little too like it's right by the entrance. It's right there in front of you. You can't find a trap, but that doesn't mean there isn't one. It also seems to be a bit too convenient.
Mm. Got the gold. It's suspicious.
Sorry.
Were you not supposed to move?
What are you apologizing for?
I stepped too far and saw things.
What?
Leo, would you like a description of what you saw?
Sure. Yes. I see it, but tell me.
In a tangle of nest-like vines, curled in a massive ball of scales, you see what can only be described as a dragon. You estimate it to be huge in size, either just leaving its adolescence or a grown adult. Its scales are a deep forest green. As it huffs and snores, its spines along its neck shudder and flick from side to side.
I'm gonna.
A puff of noxious gas wafts from its nostrils.
Yeah, I'm gonna nervously back on up. Just back it up. And I can't communicate what I've seen.
Do the chicken dance.
Yeah, I'm gonna play charades. Just flap my wings. Just quietly.
I think he's trying to tell us something.
It's the white whale.
Timmy's in the well. Rhonda's in the well. Who's Rhonda?
Can I use my talon to like roughly draw a dragon shape in the floor?
Yes, you could also write the word a dragon too, if you want.
That's true.
3
I'm gonna write-
words. First word.
I'm gonna write big fucking dragon.
Botan, you don't see any mimics.
Oh,
I'm sure he's writing something important. If only I knew how to read.
don't ask me. I'm not that much smarter.
Just says big fucking dragon.
Ah. I would have gotten it eventually. B. I. G.
I mean, maybe it won't notice if we just take all the treasure and leave.
Did we ever determine where we might be specifically?
Oh, there it is. Now I see it.
I assume where your tokens are is where you'd be specifically.
I meant more so like where this treehouse is, or wilderness. Where the ritual took us.
Location.
Did I miss that?
Make a nature check. Because no, I did not say where you went. The forest?
Forest.
Pirate Steve is a seaman.
And I make a check to see if you're communicating.
Sure.
Hold on. It's a common.
Beat.
Oh, an 18. And you're a druid.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. $18 with a druid bonus. You feel like you're definitely still on Corvair. You're definitely still on the continent.
Okay.
But you are most familiar. You know what? let's just head over here real quick.
Uh-oh.
So here's Sharn, right?
Yeah, that's loaded for me, but that's fine. I trust you.
I'm sorry.
You're
Let me know when you can see.
just a lot of white.
Come on, roll 20.
It might be my internet. That's been kind of slow the last couple days.
Can anybody else?
I never realized this area kind of looked like a dagger.
The Dagger River.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put that together.
So as a Firbolg of the Druid discipline, the places where you are most familiar are the forests around Sharn. So that's the King's Forest, Daggerwood, Skyraker, the Bear's Wood, right? And those are like pretty typical. You're also familiar with the deep wood of the Shadow Marches, which is where uh, most believe modern Druidism was born through the rituals by the orcs and the Eldine reaches.
Okay.
This place does not feel like any of those.
How about
As you reach out and try to commune, um, commune with the area around you, and try to get a sense of where you are. You feel the presence of death. And you sift through the possibilities. It isn't quite jungle enough for it to be Kabara. And it isn't snowy enough for it to be any of the forests in the Moor Holds or too far north. This leads you to believe that you are in one of the forests in the region of Karnath or Thrain, or possibly Ondare to the north. But you can't say for sure.
at least we're not in the demon waste. That's all that matters.
You're not in the demon wastes. That is a good thing.
Eldritch Groves.
OC question, shoot.
No, I was just taking a stab at the dark at which woods we were in.
The
That was my
Nightwood.
OC question.
The Nightwood. That sounds right.
Who knows? At the
No.
moment, that's as much as you were able to discern.
Alright, so we gotta deal with this dragon. Of course, you guys can't hear me say that, but
Currently, you're undetected. What kind of strategies are we thinking, fellas?
not a whole lot I can do besides talons and beaks.
Hang on, I have something.
That's fair. Also, I'm gonna be completely honest. I had this whole like aerial planned fight with those eagles and their mama up there, and then one of you motherfuckers decided diplomacy. So I just want to put that on the record.
Hey, I had my finger hovering over initiative to click it the second.
That's me, the game ruiner.
Still though, if I didn't give you an inspiration for staying in character, have an inspiration for staying in character, Leo.
Thank you, sir. This dragon's
You know,
gotta die.
everyone's been doing good role playing and stuff.
I mean, this dragon's gotta
Give
die.
Shibaza. This dragon's gotta die. I want to give Shabazz an inspiration for making me feel like that like grim Mr. Incredibles meme with that suggestion earlier for the undersea bordello. That went to a dark place, but
Steve will whisper over to Botan, I think we've got some more kneecaps.
2, yeah. Or technically 4.
Technically 4. I may not know how to read, but I know how to count.
If I drop out of wild shape, I can do more. But that'd be a waste.
Why can't I move this circle?
Why isn't it looking? Hold on.
why is it a waste?
God damn it.
I could drop out and polymorph it into something else. And then there's no fight. Just an idea.
Try your pointer tool, cat, and then like click and dragging
Yeah. It's
over the.
not working. E.
Where do you want it?
I just wanted the radius that is currently going on right now.
Do you want to get rid of the circle?
No, I want the circle to encompass the radius, the white radius. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Because the white radius is originating from me, but I don't. If I move, it moves with me. But I just. There we go. I just need that.
I mean, we can try to polymorph it. Just remember, it does get a save on that too. And do we know it's a dragon then?
It's,
Mhm.
We're for sure it's a dragon.
you want to take a step to the right and find out?
It's a dragon. It's a green fucking dragon.
What is that called? Perfume of Bewitching.
All I'm saying
I
is,
don't.
go ahead.
Do dragons have what is it? Heroic saves or whatever it is?
Legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that.
That's too bad.
I don't know that they do, but it seems like they probably would.
My plan was polymorph it, steal all the treasure, get back to the portal, and leave.
Um. Ooh, hold on.
You know what, Teddy? I'm gonna double cast this spell, the Cordon of Arrows, in the same radius.
I mean, I could technically curse it.
You guys do what you want. I'm setting up.
I can choose one ability score, and if what is a polymorph, that's a wisdom save?
It doesn't work on saves. Or
Yes,
a
it
curse?
does.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, let me look here.
Polymorph is a wisdom save. Also, I will let you know. Cordon of Arrows
Yes.
has a vocal component,
Mm.
and thus will break stealth.
Well, then I'll cast it the once when we're ready to pop off. And I won't double cast it.
Understood. I like where your mind was at, but
Yep, no, that's fair. Well, until things pop off, or when things pop off, I'm gonna cast my. Or if we're gonna pop off with me, I'll cast Cordon of Arrows, and then we can start combat that way. But I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
I think we're just gonna have to fight the thing. Huh?
perhaps.
I don't hate trying to polymorph it because if it's polymorphed, it's I'm not saying it's harmless, but it gives us a little bit more time to react. But I don't know how useful. I don't know that's gonna land, and then we're just fighting it anyway.
And then I've also expended one wild shape because I'll have to come out of Eagle to cast it. I only have one left for the combat. If it doesn't work,
Well, why don't I do this? I could cast um, Bestow Curse on it, choosing Charisma, which makes it disadvantage on abilities, checks, and saving throws made with that ability score. Um, and I mean, they have to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw for me to get it to work. But going forward, if it fails, um, it can uh, it will have disadvantage until a remove curse is made.
Our dragons, they don't have legendary actions and resistances that we know.
I am not at liberty to say yet.
Ah, but you could. You could say it.
What I am going to say is go ahead and roll initiative for your surprise round, and then you can rearrange your initiatives however you'd like for whatever turn order the four of you feel is appropriate. Though I guess we'll have to wait for Cat to return.
I'm here. What happened?
Rolling initiative for the purposes of the surprise round, and then you guys can rearrange your turn order however you'd like.
Well, I can go last if other people need something because I just need to cast a spell in my area. So if anyone wants a 12, go ahead. Although that just goes to Leo instead.
What's the plan? Like, are we
I
doing the
don't-
polymorph or what?
I'm just worried that it's going to be a waste of two of our spells and one of my wild shapes if it has a resistance of some kind.
2 spells of what?
Oh, his
My
curse
my
and my polymorph.
yeah.
Well, you can look at it this way. If it does have legendary resistances, it would have 2, if not 3, depending on the situation. And if you do sling 2 spells at it, and it does have legendary resistances, going forward, it won't have those legendary resistances anymore. It still might have the stats to back up the saves, but
Right.
you've already taken 2 of its resources away from this in a surprise round fight.
That's true.
I mean, we're not coming out of it on top. It's kind of like we're spending our 2 spells to make sure, or to burn its legendary resistances.
Right.
And that's only if it fails. If it succeeds on both of those, then it still has it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I guess we do that then.
I'm just saying.
No, it makes sense. Use them up. So you'd lead off with you and your curse. I do the polymorph, and then what is Grunt gonna do?
I'm getting ready to face tank him.
So one thing that I just realized, my bestow curse is a touch spell.
Uh-huh. Never mind.
So I could sneak up. I'm a rogue. I could sneak up on him and try and touch it.
I'm just counting real quick. It's so underrated. I know you have Bane,
I do have Bane.
but Bane is a -4 if it lands, or a 1d4 to the rest of his saves.
Yeah.
Bane's a pretty fierce fucking first level spell too, and that's not touch. I know you got some distance on that.
30 feet, I believe.
Oh, Pathfinder. If only we had the reach spell.
All right. So Bane polymorph, and then I'll wild shape back into something else.
I would let the Bane go first then, because if the Bane actually lands, then the polymorph has a better chance of landing.
Yeah. I don't even know where this thing is. Oh, I
It's
see it.
around. But, excuse me.
Okay.
What is the range?
So, what do you want your party order to be, gang?
Uh, Glade will go first, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I will need to drop Wild Shape and then throw Polymorph.
That's before Grunt.
Yeah.
Will be a Grunt or Botan after that.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I'm just casting shit to get it ready, basically.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my Piddly Dink defensive spell for any Piddly Dink creatures that are gonna spawn on top of my face. Oh, and for the purposes of IFF detection, Jimmy and everyone that is a friend is immune to the cordon of arrows.
Very good.
They need like a really good Wild Shape guide. You know what I mean?
What's your CR rating? And are you limited to beasts? Or can you do elementals and shit?
Beasts. I am. Oh, 1 second.
Are you moon, land?
Moon.
So you have a CR of 1 at least, right?
I think it's higher than that. No. I got rid of my book, so give me a second. Alright, combat wild shape.
Steve, you cast Bane.
Yes.
Oh, so I can be a CR3.
CR3, damn.
Transform into a beast with a challenge rating as high as your druid level divided by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3.
You cast your spell, prick your finger or whatever to summon the drop of blood. You utter your bane upon the green dragon, whose eyes seem to open, and you feel like your spell has not connected.
Uh-oh.
Well, that changes everything.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I would like to promptly walk away.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're just gonna go behind this corner right there.
Very good. Anything else from
Oh,
Steve?
can I bonus action hide, please?
Sure, roll stealth. Understood. Leo, it is your turn.
Yeah, that changed a lot of things, but it didn't. Now I'm nervous. I will.
Get to stay in wild shape?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna stay in wild shape and we're gonna go ahead and just fucking haul ass. Let's fucking go. I don't, however, have the ability to roll from the thing I pulled up.
You are flying, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I just can't make attacks from the little sheet I pulled up.
Hmm.
the one with permission or whatever.
Here you are. Should have a giant eagle sheet for you ready to go.
And he- maybe. Okay. I get multi-attack, right? Yeah. Okay. So one with beak and one with talons. So we're gonna go with the beak first. Can I just roll? Wow.
You miss.
And the talons.
The talons miss.
Oh boy.
It doesn't seem to dodge, so your attacks connect, but you just seem to be scraping off its scales, not doing any serious damage.
We are in danger.
Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Okay.
Casted my spell. And 90 feet, huh? Sure. Let's give this thing a hunter's mark as a bonus.
Your spell does not seem to connect.
Oh, so it's not. Okay. Oh, okay. What level was Bane? Bane was level 1. Oh,
Yeah.
Polymorph was level 4. Polymorph might have worked. I see. All right.
Any movement or anything?
I cast my arrows and I waste a spell slot. And this is a bad idea, but I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Grunt, what would you like to do?
I'm going to use my new ability.
Ooh.
To cast Spirit Guardians at level 5.
Holy shit.
Very nice. How do they manifest?
It's going to be radiant damage. And I think they're like they're all little creatures that you might find within a kitchen. Cockroaches and mice and
Love it.
And what is the spell slinging rule? A bonus action.
Spell slinging. If
bonus
the
action
spell
up
is
to
a
second
bonus
level.
action, up to second legend, yeah. So like Misty Step, you can also cast.
Or an upcasted first level bonus action.
So let's. Oh well. I wonder then how that would apply. No, I think then I will just. You know what? I will do that. I will then, as a bonus action, cast spiritual weapon.
Jesus. Pulling out all this.
Very
grit.
nice.
Who needs diplomacy when you have weapons?
Well, I'm getting ready. I didn't see the distance on the.
60. You're fine.
So I would put that as close to him as it can be.
You should be more than. You should be more than fine.
The little chef is back.
Return of the King.
And then it says as a bonus action when I summon him, or when I summon him, he can attack. But that would have been the 18 there, I think, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Your spiritual weapon misses.
Can I give him Bardic?
Not necessary. Because after these attacks, and being as close as the two of you are, you now determine that this dragon is an illusion.
Ah.
Mm.
I'm in danger. Fuck.
The real dragon is in the gold.
Yeah, I would probably.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Your
It's
spiritual
behind.
weapon, your spirit guardians are going to damage it.
It's behind me.
The real dragon was the friends we made along the way.
In the shadows between a crook and the roots of the tree, your cockroaches and rats begin biting and gnashing a large figure who roars in surprise, and in the process of that reveals itself. And to quickly roll initiative for this guy. So let's see. That is a potential 9 damage. A wisdom saving throw, yes?
Correct.
Or
Yeah.
was that con? Wisdom, yeah. Okay.
Jesus.
He's very wisdomous.
Oh, I rolled a 19. That'll help.
He still takes half damage on a success.
He does. That's going to be 5 damage.
It moved. It moved.
Did it?
Yeah, I saw it.
It did.
I saw it.
Okay. All right.
Does anybody in this party know Draconic?
Nope.
I don't think
You know,
so. No.
For being in Corvair and having like goblins be the ancient technological strongholds, I don't think I've
Uh-huh.
ever had to need goblin for anything in Corvair. I have picked it up on.
That's not
2
true.
characters.
You guys read a bunch of stuff in Jar Shirat requiring Goblin.
That's on the main character. Which is a
I mean, I guess
wizard.
that's true.
No. To answer your question, no, I don't know Dragon.
Well, is there anything else for Grunt?
Nope.
Very good. Well, if nobody knows Draconic, then none of you understand what the Green Dragon says. Probably for the best.
Fuck you, goat man.
All right. Then the layer gets a turn. Grunt, roll a d4 for me. Okay. The vines around your feet, Grunt, start to writhe and come to life within a 20-foot radius from your position. The vines sprout out aggressively, making the area difficult terrain. I'll also need you to roll a DC 15 strength saving throw, or you will be restrained if you fail. You manage to wrest yourself out of the vines. You are not restrained. It's the dragon's turn. The first thing it's going to do is roar.
Rawr.
Everybody please make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Oof.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah,
That's
nice. Hey,
Yes.
Grunt. Do you want my inspiration?
I've got one. I'll go ahead and try it.
Ooh. Okay.
Leo and Botan, you manage to keep your wits about you, and you are only a reasonable and sensible amount of afraid of the dragon. However, for Grunt and Glade, and in this situation I am saying Glade because this pierces your heart, you guy who rolled a 6. You are afraid to the core of your very being.
Awesome.
He did start his turn in my radiant thing though, didn't he?
He did. He did. That's correct. So we got to
do-
roll this.
Do I get any bonuses for being in Botan's radius?
No.
Darn.
There's no bonuses in this circle. Sorry, but
The dragon is then going to make 3 attacks.
wow.
Yep.
It is going to move deeper into your spirit guardians. Which, by the way, we should have a tracker for that.
It's 10 minutes.
Oh, it is 10. Oh, I keep on getting that confused with spiritual weapon. That spiritual weapon's a minute.
Right, that's correct.
That's right. You're going to be attacked with a bite. He has advantage because you are afraid of him.
Hmm. Oh, green dragon, of course.
I believe at 23 hits. And oh, hey, buddy. Hi. Come on now. Trying to run a game. Unless I got something fancy, that is 17 piercing and 3 poison. Oh, buddy. The cat's trying to snuggle. Constitution check holds. The dragon is then going to turn and rear up using half of its movement to get up from prone because it was asleep actually. I mean, it would have done that before it moved 5 feet. But for posterity's sake, did use half of its movement to get up from prone. Will attack Leo with a claw.
Giant Eagle's not so good with the AC.
17 slashing damage.
Yep.
Currently, it considers a flying spellcaster more of a threat, so it's going to attack you a second time, Leo.
Fine. Yep. I drop out of Eagle.
How high up in the air do you think you were?
Probably 10 feet.
Okay. Make a athletics or acrobatics check, and if you get over 15, you won't take any fall damage.
1 second. I just gotta subtract the extra 3 damage I took there. Okay, you said athletics or acrobatics. We will go with athletics, I guess. Oh, no. Okay.
You fall on a sharp branch and are impaled for 6 piercing damage. The dragon still has 15 feet of movement.
Even with his speed being halved in the Spirit Guardians and having to stand up from prone?
That would be 10 feet. Thank you. He is going to back up out of the Spirit Guardians. Yeah, he has a base movement of 40 feet on the ground.
So 40 feet
So
on the
he's just
ground
gonna back out.
halved. 40 feet on the ground halved is 20. To stand up is 10, right? And didn't he take a step toward me to hit me?
He did all right. We'll keep him there. Steve, it's your turn.
We are going to
You are still stealth.
I am still stealth, so we're gonna just kind of get within semi-visual range. Just gonna 5, 10, 15. I can see a leg. And then we'll go ahead and do sneak attack and then spend a bardic to do psychic blades. I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow. Actually, does it look like that there are, like it has metal pieces on itself?
No.
No? Okay. Alright, then yeah, we're gonna shoot it.
You do have advantage because you were stealthed, so you can roll again.
Oh.
19 is going to hit. We'll take the first set of damage.
Sweet.
Right. So that is going to be a total of 21 damage.
Sweet.
No, pardon,
Oh.
23.
Damn.
Pardon me, it's 23 damage. That definitely elicits a reaction. Your stealth is broken, and it looks directly at you.
And then we're gonna go, all right, mate, and walk behind the corner, and we'll go, let's see, it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here, and I will bonus action hide.
Very good. It's going to use a legendary action. The dragon unfurls its wings and gives one powerful downwards beat, launching itself into the air. I'm just going to double check something here. You are technically within 10 feet. So this is going to affect Steve and Leo and Grunt. I need a dexterity saving throw for all three of you.
Oh my goodness, I'm using my inspiration. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Pete, why have you abandoned me?
I did worse. It's fine.
Well, it was a DC 19.
You will all take 13 bludgeon damage.
Jesus.
And are knocked prone.
You said 13?
The dragon then 13 bludgeoning. Yep. Concentration holds. And the dragon launches itself 40 feet into the air. Pardon me, there was some difficult terrain initially, so that will be 30 feet in the air.
Nah, my dancing lights are down.
Does that counts as his turn then? Because doesn't he start his turn there, like a rogue would with his sneak attack? I know he legendary action, but he's still in my spirit guardians.
It's used at the end of another creature's turn. So it's not at the start of his turn. It's not treated as a separate turn. It's like a reaction.
So it's not the same as like a rogue sneak attack? Because that's the same thing. It's on your turn, is what it says. Which is essentially the same wording as it is for spirit guardians as well. When you start your turn there.
When you start your turn, it's not its turn. It's operating outside of the turn order. I've had this question come up before, and I had to double check in a Curse of Strahd game. No, whenever its token comes up in the initiative tracker, that's when Spirit Guardian comes into effect. The difficult terrain is constant, though. And it's in a sphere. So it'll have, if it flies within 15 feet above you, then Spirit Guardians still applies and still causes difficult terrain. But unfortunately, no. It is not affected. It will not be affected by Spirit Guardians through the use of legendary actions. But that is Leo's turn.
Yeah, you kind of changed some things on me here. 1 second. Fuck. Okay. Why are there no good flying option for fucking CR3? It's lame. It's lame.
Beats me.
Can a air elemental fly?
Air elementals?
Yeah.
Yes, an air elemental can fly.
Okay, so we are going to action summon elemental air. As soon as I'm able to click this, I guess.
Air elementals have a fly speed of 90 feet.
Oh.
So I'm going to summon it right next to him. My sheet's frozen now. And then I am going to bonus action wild shape into a giant scorpion for now.
Oh, pardon me, my mistake. You might want to double think that. I thought they could fly. They do technically, but they're restricted to hovering, so they're still on the ground.
That doesn't help me at all.
They can't levitate, apparently.
I wish my sheet would unfreeze.
Which is kind of goofy. Personally, I would just give them 2 different fly speeds.
I have conjure animals. One visa challenge 2. Okay, so I'm gonna summon. God, what can fucking fly? Okay, we're gonna summon 2 giant eagles with my action. Hold on. So I'm gonna do the 2 visa challenge rating 1. And then I will bonus action wild shape into the giant scorpion stone for the AC.
Okay. Oh, I just got your message, Baloo.
That's how you kept changing things every time. I was like, oh no, I can't. So I'm gonna have the eagles. Can I move these? No, I can. I have them flanking him if I can.
I'm just gonna move you over here for a second. Just
Really?
get a giant scorpion token on the.
Don't think a giant scorpion has reach, but that's okay.
Its tail might, if anything.
Oh, maybe. I didn't get time to look up the sheet, but
Might have like 15 feet or something.
just know the AC is a little better. So
Giant scorpion. Nope.
Oh, well.
This thing only has a reach of 5 feet, which is fair. I
Silly.
guess.
And then I don't. May attack on. I'm all discombobulated.
Dragons are tricky.
Yeah, Sting doesn't have reach. That's kind of stupid. Okay.
Have a scorpion pick you up, or have a eagle. Pardon.
Yeah. Hey, I could. I don't know. Am I too big for them to pick up? Probably. Um. So they go on my initiative, right? So
They go right after you.
okay. So that's all I can do, and then I will have them attack. So it's a multi-attack from each. So the first one, because they're flanking, they have advantage. So beak, talon, and then the second one, beak, talon. Yikes.
So I believe
Or are they not big enough for flanking?
the dragon is too big for them to flank.
Okay, so ignore.
But no, we take the first rolls, and the 21 still beats its AC. So 10 damage lands.
All right. And that's it.
The dragon is going to use its last legendary action of this round. To make a perception check to make sure that the four of you are the only people in here. It spots Jimmy, but sees that Jimmy's asleep, but does take note of it. Botan, it is your turn.
Can you have a look at my lighting? Because I'm standing in pitch darkness.
That's because my dancing lights went away.
Is my dark vision not good enough to see then?
Your dark vision, for some reason, isn't on. Let me fix that for you.
Good enough.
There we go. Okay. That's better. Second question is, he's in the air, right?
Yes, he is 30 feet up in the air.
So that means I can technically see him above this root, even though I don't actually see him?
That is correct.
Okay. So I can shoot him from my position.
That is also correct.
All right. Well, then let me reapply Hunter's Mark on the dragon. And then
This time it connects.
Yep. Very good. And I will bait if I want a sharpshooter or not. I think for now I'll just do normal rolls against the dragon. 1 and 2. That second one's gonna miss.
Roll a d100 for me, please, and roll damage for the 24 plus 2.
Oh, God, I'm rolling low.
Your sniper rifle jams. You will need to spend an action to unjam it on your next turn.
An action, huh? A whole ass action.
You ever had to unjam a gun?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Action. Okay, well, here's for the first attack. And
24 damage.
I would like to use my inspiration to re-roll that critical then. So I don't want to spend a whole ass action to reload my gun.
Wait, you used your inspiration?
Yep,
Okay. Roll your damage.
if that's fine. Oop.
22 damage. The dragon don't like that.
And I will... That's a bonus in an action. I have movement, but I'm good, yeah.
Very good. Grunt, what do we got?
I'll bonus action shift.
Understood.
And then I will Eldritch Blast it.
Jeez.
Very good.
And my cantrips get a +2. That's why that's at +10.
Understood. 26 does hit. Okay, anything else for us? 17 is going to miss.
I can't move towards him, but I can. I'm gonna move up a little bit, and then I'll have my spiritual weapon move underneath him. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. By the way, I need you, as in Grunt, and I need Steve to roll wisdom saving throws.
Oh yeah, the fear.
Do I need to make a strength check for the vines? Forgot about that.
Yes, you do. Pardon me.
It's a DC 16 save on the fear.
Yes.
I think I rolled a scorpion, so yeah.
Your intelligence modifier is 5, correct?
It's 4.
It's 4. I mean, that still brings that up to a 17. So Pirate Steve is still afraid. Fear no longer affects Grunt. By the way, if you had initially passed a save, or if that fear effect ends, you are immune from frightful presence for the next 24 hours. Just as a reminder, so you guys don't need to worry about it anymore.
Cumberbatch.
Except maybe, like, for summon critters. Right, and so that's everything else for Grunt?
Correct.
Okay. As a layer action, the ground begins to seep with a thick fog.
Oh.
I am going to need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
I can't remember. Do I roll the scorpions or mine saves?
Yours. Your brain is in control.
You're right. You're right. That's a dumb question. Not a bad roll.
Grunt, you pass. Botan, you do not pass. Leo, you do not pass. We'll just need a wisdom save from Pirate Steve. Steve, you there?
Yep, sorry.
All good. Just need a wisdom saving throw. Sorry, we're going a little bit long. We'll wrap up session after the Green Dragon's turn.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay. Leo and Botan,
Oh, dude.
you two are charmed by the dragon.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
He's actually looking pretty, pretty
That's-
handsome, pretty powerful, pretty.
That's bad.
He's so strong.
Yeah, maybe a change of employer. Steve and Grunt, you see through it. You're not affected by the fog.
Our eyes don't see anything, so we're good.
Okay. The dragon, still 30 feet up in the air, is going to move, descend, and perch, which it does cause an attack of opportunity from the two eagles.
All right. Just one each, right? So we'll go with the talons. One from one, and one from the other. Wow.
Both of them will miss.
Oh!
Botan, you are out of range. The green dragon is going to use its action, though, to use its poison breath. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Do I have to do this with disadvantage because I don't see it coming?
No,
Okay.
you can roll it straight.
Ooh. This is what I get for rolling a natural 20 earlier.
Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw for the right side eagle.
Alrighty. There that comes. Oh no.
If you got 17 or lower, you are taking 56 poison damage. If you got 18 or higher, you are taking 28 poison damage.
Oh.
If I hadn't have taken damage earlier, I would have still been up with 1 hit point, but I am down.
Right eagle's gone.
Don't worry, they can only do that so many times.
Oh, they said 28. So I just have to write this down.
Oh, that's close.
Well, I had 16 temp hit points, so 20 would do it, so I saved it.
Correct.
How many times can you flash of genius?
Intelligent modifier, so 4, so 3 left.
If you flash of genius, you meet the DC.
I
Increase
beat
spirit
the
guardians.
I beat the DC. The DC is only 20. My temporary hit points were 16, so that takes the damage
Oh,
40.
right. I see. I didn't count. Yep, right. Sorry. Yeah, because your DC is lower. Yep.
I guess we can have one more turn. Glade, please roll a death saving throw.
Here comes that 20. Oh.
Okay. And on that cliffhanger, next time we play with the hirelings, we are starting with Leo. And I do believe you guys can do this. I mean, you guys managed to take out almost 50% of its HP in a couple of rounds. So
Damn, I should have action surged.
That right eagle's dead too. If you want to move it, so we don't forget. Scared of the.
pardon me.
It's not.
And
just
I will.
returned. It's not dead, everybody. It's just returning to the Feywild, I guess, or whatever.
Somebody add it to the counter.
Eagly number 1.
Eagle. Do we? Welcome back, everybody. I heard somebody in this party wanted a challenge in combat. I hope this fits the bill. Thank you guys for staying up this late with me. I know we're half an hour over time. I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate you playing with me. Do we have any questions or comments or anything like that before we break for the week?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. I have a quick question. Considering the cliffhanger we're hanging on, even if we have a full house, do we want to continue this fight next week?
Sure.
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 Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then that's what we'll do. If you guys manage to beat the dragon before the break, then I'm thinking, and we'll discuss it as like a full group with Jacked and stuff. But we'll have like the first half of game be hirelings, and the second half of game be our main campaign if we have a full house. Or maybe continue with hirelings if we're just like jiving with them. In any case, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks again for playing. And I hope to see you all next week.
Bye.
Night.
Good game, everyone. Have a good night.
Night, everyone.